In the dim light, Ava holds a sleek, black credit card, its embossed numbers gleaming. Her wide eyes reflect a visible mix of excitement and apprehension, a storm brewing within. She runs her thumb over the card's smooth surface, lost in thought. A silent question hangs in the air as she contemplates the power in her hands. A whirlwind of exotic beaches and designer boutiques flashes, a montage of luxury and extravagance. Gourmet meals and opulent scenes quickly dissolve, replaced by the stark reality of mounting bills. Interest accrues relentlessly, each tick a hammer blow to Ava's mounting anxiety. Ava's face, once carefree, now etched with stress as the financial pressure intensifies. The pace quickens, a dizzying spiral of pleasure and pain, indulgence and impending doom. Ava stares intently at her laptop, her focus absolute as she navigates the complex world of credit card machines. The screen displays a dense array of terms: authorization request, clearing, and settlement. Her brow furrows in concentration, a silent battle against the overwhelming jargon playing out on her face. Each click and scroll is a step deeper into the financial labyrinth, her determination unwavering. Ava waits in the grocery line, her focus sharp on the cashier's rhythmic motions. The swipe of a credit card, a mundane act that once seemed like futuristic magic to her. Now she sees beyond the surface. A network of intricate transactions, a web of unseen connections hums beneath the simple, everyday scene. Each swipe echoes with the weight of modern convenience and complex systems. Her gaze lingers, reflecting on the hidden mechanics of the ordinary moment. In the dim glow of her laptop, Ava logs into her credit card account, her face illuminated by the screen's cold light. The credit limit looms large, a stark reminder of her financial constraints. In her mind, a gauge barely registers above zero, a visual representation of her limited resources. A wave of determination washes over Ava's face, hinting at a plan forming in her mind. Ava's eyes reflect steely resolve as she confronts her financial situation head-on. Sunlight streams into Ava's apartment as she hunches over her laptop, her brow furrowed in concentration. The screen's glow reflects in her eyes as she meticulously enters numbers into a complex spreadsheet. "Keep my credit utilization low," she mutters, her fingers flying across the keyboard. Formulas flash across the screen, each calculation tightening the knot of tension in her shoulders. Ava sits bathed in the cold light of her laptop, a solitary figure against the night. The screen flashes a dizzying array of credit card offers, each promising untold riches and rewards. Cashback cards, parade dollar signs, a siren song of easy money and fleeting comfort. Exotic beaches and vibrant cities beckon from travel cards, a false promise of escape. Sunlight streams into Ava's apartment as she stares intently at her laptop screen. With a determined click, Ava sends off her application for a travel rewards card. Ava hesitates, her fingers hovering over the mouse as anticipation fills the room. She closes her eyes, imagining the possibilities that this new card might unlock. Taking a deep breath, she waits, the future of her travel plans hanging in the balance. Ava's fingers tremble as she hovers over her inbox, a storm of anxiety brewing in her eyes. The words, "credit card application update," glow ominously on the screen, each letter a hammer against her ribs. Her heart pounds against her chest as she clicks, the weight of her financial fate hanging in the balance. A bead of sweat trickles down her forehead, the silence amplifying the deafening roar of her own anticipation. Inside Ava's apartment, she stares intently at her laptop screen, a mix of hope and anxiety etched on her face. The email reveals the word "approved," highlighted in a vibrant green, cutting through the tension. A visible wave of relief washes over Ava as she exhales, the weight of uncertainty lifting from her shoulders. The corners of her mouth lift ever so slightly, the first hint of a smile gracing her lips. A radiant smile spreads across Ava's face, illuminating her features with pure joy and triumph. Bathed in the soft glow, Ava sits at her laptop, her fingers flying across the keyboard with purpose. She sets up autopay, a modern solution to an age-old problem, her face illuminated by the screen. Ava pauses, her brow furrowed in concentration as she double-checks every setting, ensuring the full balance is paid each month. She nods, a subtle smile playing on her lips. Inside her softly lit apartment, Ava's bathed in the glow of her laptop screen. At her kitchen table, she meticulously tracks her expenses with a budgeting app. Each tap and swipe on her phone is precise, a silent battle against unseen debts. Her brow furrows in concentration, each purchase scrutinized under her intense gaze. The cool light of the screen reflects in her eyes, mirroring her financial resolve. She analyzes her spending habits with a focused intensity, seeking control. Sunlight floods Ava's apartment as she sets up transaction alerts on her phone. A digital trap set with cool precision, the phone buzzes almost instantly, shattering the morning calm. Ava's eyes dart to the screen, anticipation building. A subtle flicker of triumph crosses her face as she sees the alert. The game begins. Under a stark light, Ava's intense focus fills the room as she stares, her lips moving silently, etching digits into her memory. Satisfied, she grabs a bright yellow sticky note, the color popping against the muted tones of her apartment. With a quick scribble, the customer service number is captured, a lifeline in ink. She peels the sticky note, the sound, a small tear in the quiet of the night. The refrigerator door looms, a cold metal canvas awaiting its next message. Firmly, she presses the note, securing her connection to the world of credit and customer support. Sunlight floods Ava's kitchen, illuminating dust motes as she confronts a daunting credit card statement. She scans the endless transactions, her brow furrowed in concentration, a storm brewing behind her eyes. A red pin circles a mysterious charge, marking the beginning of her investigation. Frantically, she scribbles notes, each word a step deeper into the labyrinth of her finances. The weight of her financial burden settles heavily on her shoulders. A silent battle waged in the sunlight. Under a desk lamp's glow, Ava confronts her laptop, a digital ledger of debt spread across the screen. Frustration etches itself onto her face as she clutches her phone, the soft light casting long shadows. "I'm calling to report a fraudulent charge on my credit card," Ava says, her voice tight with resolve. Ava's voice is steady, despite the anxiety. "Yes, I can confirm my name and address," she continues, providing the details, "and the last 4 digits of my social security number. The charge is for $250, she states, disbelief lacing her tone. "At a store I've never heard of." Sunlight floods Ava's apartment, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Ava's fingers swipe across her phone screen, a sense of anticipation in her eyes. A notification flashes. The fraudulent charge has been removed from her account. Relief washes over Ava as she absorbs the news, a weight lifting from her shoulders. A small smile touches Ava's lips, a glimmer of hope returning to her eyes. In her apartment, Ava's fingers dance across the keyboard, a soft smile gracing her lips as dreams take flight. The screen flashes, confirming her escape, a one-way ticket to paradise, bought with hard-earned travel points. With a decisive click, she hits print, sealing her fate and setting the wheels of her journey in motion. The printer whirs, a mechanical symphony of anticipation. As the boarding pass begins to materialize, Ava plucks the boarding pass from the tray, her heart pounding with excitement and exhilaration. Her eyes sparkle with the promise of adventure, reflecting the vibrant allure of the paradise that awaits. Ava relaxes on a pristine tropical beach, the turquoise water gently kissing the shore. With a contented smile, she sips her cocktail, a picture of serene satisfaction. Sunlight glistens on the water as Ava continues to bask in the idyllic scene. The gentle breeze whispers through the palm trees, enhancing the tranquil atmosphere. Ava's peaceful escape is a testament to her careful planning and responsible choices. Ava sits bathed in the glow of her laptop, anticipation etched on her face. Numbers flash on the screen, a moment of truth hanging in the balance. A wide, triumphant smile explodes across Ava's face as the numbers change. She pumps her fist, a silent cheer celebrating her victory. Soft light bathes Ava's apartment as she faces her friend, a credit card statement stark between them. Ava gestures, her expression earnest. "The key is to treat your credit card like a debit card." Her voice rises with conviction. "Pay your balance in full every month. Avoid interest charges like the plague." Ava leans forward, sharing her wisdom. "Look for cards with rewards that fit your spending habits." She emphasizes, her eyes sparkling. "Cashback, travel points, whatever works for you." Ava concludes with firm advice. "And always check your credit report regularly." Sunlight floods Ava's apartment as she sits at her kitchen table, a solitary figure in the morning light. In her hands, a letter from her credit card company, the stark white paper, a contrast to the warm sunlight. Ava's brow furrows as she reads, her expression a mask of concentration and growing concern. The letter details an offer to increase her credit limit, a tempting prospect with hidden risks. Lost in thought, Ava taps a pen against the wooden table, the rhythmic sound a counterpoint to her silent deliberation. The pen continues to tap, each beat a question mark hanging in the sunlit air of her apartment. Ava sits at her kitchen table, the laptop screen illuminating her face in the dim light. A small smile plays on her lips as she shakes her head slightly, A silent decision made. With a decisive click, Ava declines the offer, her finger hovering momentarily over the button. Leaning back, a wave of contentment washes over her, a quiet satisfaction in her choices. The temptation to overspend is actively avoided, a conscious choice for peace of mind. Sunlight floods Ava's apartment as she finalizes a payment, a triumphant smile gracing her lips. She watches the confirmation, a weightlifting as she achieves a milestone of financial control. A surge of accomplishment washes over Ava, her eyes gleaming with newfound financial freedom. The bright apartment mirrors her inner state, clear, sunny, and full of potential. In her apartment, Ava closes her laptop, a satisfied smile hinting at a hard-won victory. On the desk, a credit card lies no longer a symbol of dread, but a trophy of triumph. The soft glow of the screen illuminates her face, a portrait of quiet determination and success. A sense of peace fills the room, the night air still with the promise of financial freedom.